Hello, superstars! Let's get started with today's Norwood News newsletter edition for Friday, May 14th, 2021. And as usual, don't forget that we have some new phone numbers so that if you're trying to reach the main office or want to know our fax number, these have been changed as of the last few months, so just be aware what they are. They're always up here at the top to remind you. Now, coming up with some important dates, we've got Wednesday, May 19th is an asynchronous day for students, which is pretty typical. Same as Wednesday, May 26th, another asynchronous day, meaning they work independently. They may have some small groups or something prearranged with their teacher. So make sure that you're aware of what they may have arranged, and they may have a special class to a special area class to connect to. But that's it. They don't have any other live classes. Now, for art contest about road safety. The 2021 Road Safety Art Contest, sponsored by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, is now open for all of the students in grades K through 12. So this is a good way for children to learn about traveling safely and maneuvering safely around large trucks and buses. And there's a lot of ways in which you could submit something. It could be digital art, an animation with live videos, crafts, hand-drawn images, or even photos. So you can click here and be taken to an entry form, which it will be here on this Adobe Document Cloud page. And you can scroll down and it'll tell you a little more information, what the different categories are, and just a little bit about the winner recognition and the rules, for example, and how you are to submit them, where you are to send it to, and then the actual form that you have to fill out. So you can print this out and fill this out and just follow the instructions on what to do. So if you want to know more information, also, you can just click here and it'll take you to the page of the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration that talks about this contest. And on here, you're going to see actually not only the entry form there, but you're going to see some previous winners, which might be a little bit of a source of inspiration for you if you're kind of wondering where to begin with this. Good luck to all of you who decide to enter. Now, improving your child's pencil grasp. And I'm sure there are parents out there who are taking a look at their child and how they write, and they're just wondering, okay, that can't be right. And so if you're wondering what is maybe the correct way, or what are some good strategies to help them actually grasp the pencil correctly, here's something you may want to watch. Now, depending on your child's age, it may be actually difficult for them to actually transition to something that they're other than used to. So if they already have some muscle memory taking over, and if they can actually write reasonably well, but varying correctly in terms of their grip, it's going to get harder and harder for them to transition. So you're going to want to watch this video, and the most common grasp is the tripod grasp. There are different kinds of functional grasp, but the tripod grasp is typically seen as the best and most correct way to write with a pencil. And so you can watch this video, and it'll just have someone who describes a technique on how to remember how to do it, including with the song. So that might be a little bit helpful. For this week's edition of the Social Worker Corner with Miss Julian, she wants to talk about mental health awareness. Now, as we know, we've been continuing this theme about Mental Health Awareness Month, especially within children. So today's resource comes from the Mind Over Matter campaign. And so what she's inviting you all is to join the second annual virtual mental health mile. It's hosted by BCPS. And the idea is that you partake in some kind of physical activity to bring awareness to mental health and to encourage everybody to just be active, which is one of the better ways to improve and maintain your mental health. So it could be walking or running that mile, or swimming or playing a sport for a certain amount of time as an equivalent. It doesn't have to be literally just a mile, but nonetheless, it's just something that we can all do in our own time. And you can register online by clicking here, and it takes you to this form that allows you to just fill some basic information down. You select your school from the dialog menu, and that's pretty much it for the most part. Just a handful of questions. It doesn't take very long. So that's the link that you're going to use to, and this is all going to be, any links or anything is going to be included in the description of this video, as always. But nonetheless, it's going to be held on the weekend of May 28th through 30th. And if you want to really get involved in the spirit of sharing your pictures on social media, try using the hashtag BCPSCares. That's hashtag BCPSCares if you want to be posting your pictures of the event, especially if you're going to be walking with people that you live with, like close family or siblings. So, emergency broadband benefit for eligible families. Now, this is something new that's come out as of just the 12th of May. Eligible families based mainly on income can begin applying to the FCC, and that they're going to be applying to see if they can get some kind of a temporary discount on monthly broadband internet bills. So eligible households are going to be able to receive some kind of a discount of like up to either $50 a month for service, internet service and associated equipment rentals, or up to $75 a month if your household is on qualifying Indian tribal lands, or just a one-time discount of up to $100 off for a laptop, tablet, or desktop computer. And these are just some of the things that you could be eligible for depending on your situation. So you're only allowed, there's going to be some limitations. It's like you can't do some extreme couponing here. There's going to be limitations. It's only one monthly service discount and one device discount is allowed per household. And it's going to end either when they run out of money for this funds for this program, or 6 months after the Department of Health and Human Services has declared an end to the COVID-19 health emergency. So whichever happens first. So you can click here in this link, and if you're looking at the written version of this newsletter, or just check the description of the video, and we're going to have that link so you can actually see a little bit of information about the program. And not only that, but it's going to have the way for you to apply electronically. And there's actually several ways for you to actually apply. So there's 3 ways specifically. You can first contact your internet provider and see if they are a participant and if they have a specific application process of their own, which they may. You can, 2, apply electronically like I just showed you by going to this page that talks more in depth about the program, and they're going to have the application process there. Or 3, you can print out an English version or Spanish version of the document, of the application, and fill it out by hand. And the instructions are also available in 9 additional languages. So you can click here for that as well. But then just complete it out, fill it out, and then send it in to this address right here, including any supporting documents or additional documentation that's going to help prove your eligibility. They're going to provide some kind of guidelines when you fill out the application. And you can check this video, and play it. It's a very short video that just explains a little bit about the program and where it comes from. So remember the Southeast Area Council Advisory meetings that there have been happening with different topics throughout the year that we've been talking about? Well, the May meeting is coming up, and specifically the May meeting is going to talk about ESOL. So remember that the Southeast Area Education Advisory Council is one of the 5 regional councils that are appointed by the Board of Education just to get input from the respective and surrounding community. So if we are in the Southeast area, and it would be really good for parents and staff and students and families to join these events, to be able to participate and not only hear about this different debate and discourse or discussion about different events, but to provide their own input if this is one of those events where they are taking input as well. So the topic, like I said, is going to be all about ESOL services. And obviously you can check out the flyer here that talks about who's presenting and who's going to be joining. We're going to have some people from the Department of ESOL and World Languages, but you can also have the information here too. So you can just click on here. It's on Zoom. So it's not Google Meet, it's Zoom. So make sure that you if you're on a computer, you can connect to the web. You don't need to have it downloaded or installed as a program because there's a web version. But if you're doing it by phone, you're going to need to have the app installed on your phone. And here, if you need the information, because if you can't do the link, you can just manually look it up by the meeting ID and the password. Registration is still ongoing for the 2021 to 2022 school year. So remember, if you are going to be 4 by September 1st, you might qualify for pre-K, but you have to apply. There's no guarantee. Kindergarten, you have to be 5 years old by September 1st. Otherwise, you have to wait for the following year. So we have the forms available if you haven't received one, or if you need another one, or you need to make an appointment because you need help filling it out. By all means, reach out to us and we will do that. And do not forget, lastly, about those daily health screening forms for the month of May. Remember, every month that your child, if they are in hybrid learning, when they are in school, every month they need to be filling out this form that basically is a commitment to be doing this daily health screening. And the form has the questions, the screening on it, so that you can help you if you have an extra copy at home, not the one you turn in. And at the bottom of that form is going to be the emergency context that we need you to fill out again for yourself, the parent, as well as anybody you may want to add that isn't already on your student's record. That's it for this week's edition. Thank you very much for your time and your energy and all your help as always. And we're getting that much closer to the end of the school year. So really, we need everybody to put their best foot forward as we ring out here the home stretch. So have a great one. Keep on learning as always.